Okay, here we are landing again, hopefully on a different biome. This has a lot different terrain scatter, so we'll slow down a little bit. Turn the lights off. There's my shadow. And touchdown. So, let's see. This should tell us if we're in a biome. The lowlands. Yes, we're going to keep that data. I guess I could have transmitted it for 100%, but I plan on taking everything back anyway. So, we'll do our final mystery goo and get some data from that. We'll do our thermometer and keep that data. And yet another EVA on Minmus. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons here. So we'll release it. There we go. And we'll take a surface sample from the lowlands, do our EVA report, and plant one more flag. Let's see. Still with the back to the sun. So we'll just simply name this Bill's Lowlands. Okay. So we'll get our final mystery goo data. Collect that data. And we'll take the thermometer data. Reboard our spacecraft. Even more science. So these tanks are almost dry. This tank is full, but that's going to be the one to get us home. So we'll lift off. Full throttle. And cut the throttle. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we're way up here. So when we reach this point up here, we'll go prograde, and that'll get us into an orbit. And I'm not gonna do it just like the maneuver node says over here. Just a general deal. Those tanks are done, so I don't even need to retract the landing gear. I'm going to stage those 4 tanks off. And they took all that stuff with them. So I have to be careful to stage. So I'll hit Alt L, and that'll change this light from green to red, which means my stage is locked. So our maneuver node is 18 minutes away. I'm going to time accelerate. Almost went right past it, and I want to thrust prograde to get in orbit. And actually, I could probably get into a 90-degree orbit. That was a very tall mountain before, so I want to make sure that I'm going to be clear of everything. Get rid of that maneuver node. And we're in a 90 orbit around Minmus, but because of its inclination, or because of where I was at, it looks a little crooked. But that's okay. Switch off that. And I could probably continue to do this until we leave Minmus's sphere of influence. I don't want to go too fast. And shoot off into deep space. And there we go. So now we're on our escape from Minmus on our way back to Kerbin. So time accelerate. And we got recaptured by Minmus. I don't know how we managed to do that. There we go. So now we're in orbit around Kerbin. And can I do another crew report? No, I don't want to do that. We can review the report. I can transmit that now. And that crew report is transmitted, and I can do another crew report, and that doesn't give us anything. High over Kerbin. You don't say. So almost a whole tank of fuel left. So we're rotating around to our periapsis. So I will just, instead of dragging this out for a long time, we had a moon encounter there, and we have another one. So we'll bring our periapsis down. Oops. That's a little far. I should have eased up on the throttle a bit. "34,000 meters, and we'll still have a pretty high flyby of the moon. So we'll say goodbye to Minmus. I'm probably already too far away to see it. It's Kerbin, and there's the moon. And there's Minmus. We'll say goodbye to Minmus. And time accelerate our way home. You can see the moon orbiting Kerbin as we hurtling back to so here we are high above the moon. We already did a crew report there. So now we'll continue past the moon on our way to Kerbin. And we'll see what our periapsis is. It gets us dipping down into the atmosphere. And we're heading home. We have a capsule full of science that hopefully we can land. And now we're aero braking. So you can see how fast our apoapsis is dropping as we aero brake, start burning through the atmosphere. We're moving pretty fast. Zinging down through here. Oh, let's deploy our solar panels because they're real interesting when you start entering the thicker parts of the atmosphere. They're not designed for re-entry. So we're getting some re-entry effect. As we watch the sunset, you're going to heat up. I'm going to throttle up the motor and use up some of that fuel. An almost full tank of fuel. Still descending, and I'm surprised the solar panels are still on the spacecraft. Typically they shear right off pretty quickly. When you start getting the atmospheric re-entry effects. So Bill has a serious face on, and we're going quite a bit slower. We used all of our mystery goo and took a lot of temperatures, and our orbit is no more. We're landing whether we want to or not. That's a interesting kind of artifact there. Looks like a texture from the motor is okay. That's our smoke. It's just the way it was staggering out. So we're 14,000 feet. I think we're going to land in the ocean. We don't have any more lights, and we're almost out of fuel. So when we run out of fuel, we lost our solar panels somewhere, probably when I was in the map view. So we'll unlock the stage. Send out our parachute. and we'll return to Kerbin, and I'll bring you back in once we splash down. Okay, we've splashed down back to Kerbin from Minimus with a whole mess of science. So we're going to recover our vessel and see just how much we got. And we earned 984 science, which brought us up to a total of 1,093 science. That's awesome. So we'll go to our research and development, and we'll spend some of this science. So let's go up here. We'll research those, and heavier rocketry, which will unlock. There's the nuclear engine. So there's some bigger parts. We'll research those, and that gives us aircraft parts. I don't need any of those right now, although we could use them to drive around Kerbin. There's advanced landing. So this is more of a drogue parachute. We can get our mobility enhancers and our rovers. Field science 300. Ooh. We need to unlock this one and this one to unlock this one. What is here? This is our probe equipment. Some more science-y parts. So yeah, let's go for this one and see what that opens up. Let's see, advanced motors. Those are the large rover wheels. There's the gravioli detector. 550 science. Wow. That's a lot of science. So we have 200 science left. I might as well research that one. And this one. So there's the 3-man capsule and monopropellant. We have the storage container and a docking port. So I'm thinking maybe send a rover out around Kerbin on my next mission and get a little bit more science to unlock those docking ports. If we can unlock these, then it'll be time to build a space station. So hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.